Hi guys, it's Kath from Simple Reflect and Early Years Programming Mastermind, and I'm on a mission to help early childhood educators shine. Now, as you come on, say hi, especially if you're here in the replay. I love to know who's here with me. Today I have an epic fail to share with you, which I hope you get a giggle out of. Sometimes I watch live streams and I think, oh, so serious. Let's just have a little bit of fun. And it's a week before Christmas. So how are you going? Are you ready for Christmas? What are you doing? Now, a few minutes ago, I put up a post about my epic fail, and I didn't actually say what it was. But I did share a quote, and the quote is from Maya Angelou, and I think that's how you say it. And they're super special, and this one is, do the best you can until you know better. Then when you know better, do better. And I love her quotes. They just stay in my head and talk to me a little bit and question me. And if I'm taking myself too serious, sometimes it's like, oh, okay. Now, did I know? No? Okay, let's work this out. But let's share my unfail. This year, one of my aims, one of my goals, do you make goals for the year? I make goals for my family and for my business, and that is around my family daycare children. And one of my goals for this year was to get a boat. You know, the cute little boats that they put next to the sandpit that the children can climb in and out of, pretend to fish out of, all of those sorts of things. So this year, that's what I wanted. And I don't know what I sort of thought. I sort of thought maybe a metre squared would be great. You know, one of the like a little wooden boat that, not really the size of a tinny, but maybe sort of that sort of size. Anyway, that's what I envisioned, this beautiful little wooden boat that we could pop next to the sandpit and the children could fish out of and climb out of and maybe do a rock, some sort of rocks underneath it. And I know as educators I get these huge ideas. And when we did the follow-up course a few months ago, we spoke about keeping our follow-ups realistic. Don't make them so pie in the sky that they'll never ever happen. But when it comes to goals and setting goals for improving and doing better within our family daycare or within our childcare setting, I really like to set goals that are a reach for me, that are a challenge for me, that I will actually have to think about how I will do them through the year, how I will achieve them, either financially or size-wise or just project-wise. I don't know about, sometimes yard goals are really, really big goals, even if they're just planting out new plants or whatever. So this, to me, was a goal that I had this year, and I was really hoping to achieve it. And I found this picture on the internet on one of the buy, swap and sell sites. And I was like, oh, that's perfect. I can grab that. I can still achieve my goal for the year and put something new into the yard. Because that was also one of my goals, was to set up smaller areas in my yard. Because you can see with my yard, it's huge. It's really big. And I love it being this big. The children just spend so much time out here. But I wanted to create some smaller nooks this year, and I know I've spoken about that as well, and I sort of have achieved that by using cubbies and whatnot, but not really in the way of planting or creating something new. So I got my boat. And my boat is, well, let's just see. I will show you. I've just sort of set up so I can spin it around. But this is my boat. This is my boat that we picked up. And as you can see, it's probably about 4 meters long. And it's probably about, over a meter wide. So I was so excited. I was so excited about getting the boat that I didn't stop to read the size properly. Now, obviously, that cannot stay in my daycare yard. One, it's past the height that I need for soft soil, and I want to put pebbles and whatnot around it. But two, it's just not in good enough nick for me to be offering to the children and be comfortable and happy about it. So it will have to go, and I will have to keep looking. But I'd love to know what fails you've had this year. I'm spending time this week looking back at what I've achieved this year, but also what about the journey. I really want to recognise that as educators, we go on a journey every year, and it might not be the journey that we planned, and we might not have achieved some of the goals that we set, but through the year we definitely go on a journey and reflect on that journey. How could it have been different? What different choices could you have made? How could you have pushed in places and, like my boat, maybe have achieved one of those goals? But how has your year gone as a journey? I would really, really love to know. It's really important to reflect on the journey that we've had from this year so that we can change things that need to be changed through going forward next year. You know, if we've had a year full of lots of challenges, then maybe you do need to change something. But if you've had a year that you've really achieved things with the children and you've really made changes and you've had a beautiful year, then how can you move forward from that as well? So I hope sharing my fail gives you a little bit of a giggle. We do take ourselves far too seriously sometimes. Life really does need to be fun, and if we spend so much time with our daycare children that we really need to have fun around them. We really need to enjoy what we're doing, and we really need to be able to laugh at ourselves when we need to. So this afternoon, I will definitely be working out with my hubby what we are going to do with that boat, because, yeah, as I said, it just can't stay. It really can't, and I'm really sad about that, because it was like a goal that I had for this year, but which I'm not likely to meet now. But that's okay. That's okay. I'll reset it next year, and when it's meant to happen, it will happen. I would love for you to pop in the comments, you know, what fail have you had this year that you can laugh at? Or what goal did you have that you're just going to carry over to next year, and know that it doesn't need to be stressed over, and it doesn't need to be this huge disappointment. It can be something that you can laugh at yourself and go again, because that's what it's all about, isn't it? Now let me just find my live stream on my computer, because the phone doesn't like to, well, it's not showing me your comments. So remember to say hi, ask any questions. If you've got questions, I'd love to answer them. I'm happy to answer questions. Are you having a low week next week? Have you finished everything that you needed to finish? I've done up some beautiful slideshows for my children, and I've popped them on a stick for the parents. So I'm not actually printing portfolios at all this year. I've put them all onto a stick for parents. And I've really actually enjoyed doing that this year, which is good. Some years it's a chore, some years it's enjoyable. But let me know if you've got questions that you think I can help with, then I am more than happy to answer them. My internet is being very, very dodgy. So I will come back to this live stream. I am not doing my podcast through the Christmas break. I think I'll probably have 3 weeks off, somewhere there. But I will pop in, because I know educators are actually working. How, are you programming over the Christmas break if you actually have children? I know some educators really do have children So I do, oh gee, I hope you take some time for yourself. Gee, I hope you actually take time to fill your cup. If we are going to give the children the energy and the motivation and the love that they deserve, we need to be ready to give that. And to have that, we need a break. We need to be motivated. We need to refill our own cups so that we're ready to go again. And we just, you can't just go 100 mile an hour 100% of the time. Recognize that we do need downtime. And I hope that you're going to take it. But if you're not, and you are going to be working over Christmas, then touch base with me. Say hi and chat about how you can make that work and still have some downtime. So I have very much enjoyed chatting to you. Have a beautiful day and remember to shine. Bye, guys.